I thought it would be neat to create a video with you guys showing you what I'm taking with me to the hospital as a first-time mom. As you can see, I have many bags here. I have, my pump bag, her bag that I'm taking, my bag, pillows, blankets, towels. I am taking it all. I actually looked up on the internet and I kind of looked up to see what people were taking with them to the hospital, what different things were being packed. So I kind of made my own list and packed what I thought I would need. And if you're someone who's followed me for a long time, you definitely know that I am a overpacker, and I definitely overpacked. But my motto in life is for packing is to overpack so I don't need something and don't have it. I'd rather overpack and have options than not to have something that I end up not packing and I really wanted to pack. So I think to start off with, I'm going to show you what we put together for our daughter's bag, to kind of just go through what I'm bringing for her and everything, and then we will go through my bag, go through the nursing bag, and then just kind of go through the rest. So let's go ahead and clear this table and start with the baby bag I am bringing for our daughter. So to start off with, I'm going to show you everything that I packed in our daughter's bag to bring with us. Yes, I pre-packed everything just to make sure, one, that everything fit, but two, just to make sure I had everything that I wanted. So in her bag, I actually got this bag for one of my baby shower gifts. So I will link this just in case you guys like the bag and want it as your own. But to start off with, I have diapers in here, or not diapers, I have wipes in here. This is actually a wipe side that you can open while you're out. This is a bag I'm going to use after she's born when we go places to pack things, but I put a thing of wipes in there. Welcome to the cat show. In this little pocket, little holder here that you can detach, I actually ended up putting some pacifiers in, and I actually have one that can clip to her, but I'm not going to show you because it does have her name on it, and I actually haven't announced her name. So that's what that is, and I like that it attaches right to the bag. So that's really nice. This bag has a lot of pockets. So it has this little front pocket you can put stuff in. It has this one that you can actually put bottles in if you wanted to, and then a zipper here for extra stuff as well. This is part of the reason I liked this bag, is because it just had a lot of pockets. Even on the other side, it has a pocket that you could put a water bottle, your keys, your phone, whatever you really wanted to, or you could do that with these front pockets as well. Then you have this zipped up one right here as well to put stuff in. There's just so many pockets, so many things that you could just shove up in here if you really wanted to. Then there's this top pocket as well. Again, this just has so much space, and that's one of the things I really liked about this, is just the space that it had. Then you can clamp these together so they're not flimsy all around. Again, something I truly loved. So the thing I liked about this pocket is that it kind of pulls all the way out as well. Again, I did bring another pacifier that is attached to this little guy, which I thought was so cute, because as babies, they throw their pacifiers, they lose it, but I think if it's attached to her or attached to something, you'd be able to find it perfectly. These type of pacifiers from Philips goes right into this little clip, but it also has a Velcro thing right here to put pacifiers that don't fit into this, so that's what I actually liked as well. And then again, pockets for things. So in these pockets, I put a little nail file to nail file down her fingernails. People say this is a really good thing to have. So it comes with this little tool. You just turn it on and it goes on different speeds. And then it has the different files. It actually, what I like about this is that it tells you inside which head, oops, oh, they're falling out, which head to use, which I really like as well, because then you can say, okay, this is what I need. And they actually come with extra files as well, just in case the one that you're using doesn't work anymore. So I actually really like that. And then in this other pocket, I have, and here is a nose cleaner and I think an ear cleaner. And then I also got this as a nose cleaner as well. And then in this large pocket, I have her sign that has her name on it, and it has like the date, I think the length, the time, and the weight that you can put it on. So I'm again not going to show you that, but I did get it from, why can I not think? I will link the company. Right now my brain is just not working, but I got it from a specific company that I also got a swaddle blanket from as well. So I really like that. Just kind of put it in this pocket. So like I said, I like that this pocket is big. Again, you could use this for extra bottles, diapers, whatever you really want. And again, this is why I like this bag, because you have so much room for stuff, and it has so many pockets that it just like really, you could pack so much just in one little bag. Like this is probably a bag I will use when, again, we travel, just to pack like her clothes and everything in, because it has so much room. So I am actually bringing a little blanket for her that matches the nursery, which you guys will be seeing soon. And then for baby clothes, I actually packed 3 of each because I don't know what size she's really going to be. So I have 3 newborn and then 3 0 to 3, which technically 0 would be newborn, but they're a little bit bigger. And I have these cute little bags that I got off of Amazon. So these are just baby clothes to put her in. These are going home outfits. So I actually have 3 different outfits that I am going to choose from, excuse me. And we actually have one outfit that we're definitely gonna put her in. And then I also put little socks in there as well, just in case we have to put socks on her. And it's funny because the socks and the outfit actually are jungle theme as well, which is our nursery theme. So we're kind of going with like a theme here, people. And then at the bottom of this, I put some spitty rags. So, you know, to burp her, for when we're holding her and she spits up, I put a few of those in there. And what I also like, again, about this is it has pockets on the inside. It goes really deep. On the inside sides, I put bottles just in case for some reason, you know, I am planning on breastfeeding, but if for some reason it doesn't work as well as I thought, then I'm bringing my pump, I can put them in the bottle. For some reason, she has to have formula. You know, if we have to go that route, we will go that route. It is not necessarily, can you get down, please? Sorry, cat's in the way. Cat people know, but for some reason she doesn't take the breast milk, or if I have to pump and put it in here, or again, if we have to do formula, I have clean bottles to do so. And then in these tiny little pockets on the inside, I put diapers. Of course, I know that the hospital is going to supply you with a lot of stuff, but just to make myself feel comfortable, I did pack the diapers that we bought and that we want to put her in, just so we have them. And then it does have this inside pocket. Again, so much room for so much stuff. And in this inside pocket, I have the swaddles I'm going to put her in. I actually have 3 different swaddles. The back one actually has her name on it. Again, I will not be showing you guys that, but that is something that I am planning on wrapping her in when she is born. I think I'm going to put down this blanket in her little space. I'm going to wrap her in her name blanket, fill out the nameplate, and then take a picture of her, and then that's how I'm going to do like the announcement. But the other 2, there's actually 2 that I got for my baby shower for my sister-in-law. One is a little bit smaller that when she's little I can put her in, but her daughters actually have specific blankets that they love to carry around. So she's kind of hoping this will be like her like bedtime blanket, which will be so cute. And then the other one is big enough to swaddle her. Oh my goodness. So I am so excited just to have everything, and this is everything that is in here. As you can see, you have so many pockets. You can fit so much more. I think if I didn't have stuff in bags and I wasn't like planning on going to hospital, I could put more stuff in here. Or like, again, when we go out on the go or when we travel, I can pack this to the brim with stuff for her and be perfectly okay. When she gets older, I can pack snacks. Again, just with so many pockets, like the opportunities to put stuff in here and all that is endless. So right here, Kaden Lane is where I got her swaddle blanket and the little sign. I will link them for you guys because their swaddles and everything are so soft, and they actually have clothes like onesies and outfits that they do for like every holiday and season, stuff like that. So I think in the future I will probably end up doing that as well. Oh, also, the last thing I do want to share with you guys is I'm not sure if PJ wise it said to bring some pajamas. So I did end up going to Target the other day. I have to wash these, but I am going to bring some of these with me. I just got these cute little PJs of different kinds, and the reason I liked these is because they have the zipper that is two ways, so you can either zip it from the bottom or you can zip it from the top. And I thought this would actually be really cute to, you know, bring and put her in as well. I got them from Target. Again, Carter's has like the feel of these is so nice. I am someone who is all about the feels, and my daughter will definitely be someone that I teach feel wise of things, of clothing. I like things that are soft. Carter's has the softest like clothes, onesies, all that. Like seriously love it. But again, I'm gonna have to still wash these, but I'm gonna bring probably one or two of these just in case we just want to throw her in those. I did get some that have the little footsies, but then I did end up getting some that do not have the little footsies just in case we do want her feet out. But part of the reason I did like the ones that had the footsies is they have the things to cover her hands, so you don't have to like get gloves or try to find gloves to put her in. You can just kind of wrap her hands in it from scratching her face and all that. That was a big thing with a lot of the onesies that I got, is to prevent the scratching, is to buy it with the little sleeves you can put over just to make it easier. So again, I will be packing at least two of these to go in as well. But other than that, that's all the stuff I am packing for her. If you are interested, I can also put a link for the bags. I had other bags that I thought I would be end up using, but I didn't, just because it didn't work out that way. So for me, these bags were the ones that I could use and they were fine. But other than that, they came with a lot of other bags I just did not end up using. So now let's go ahead and talk about what I packed in my bag. So now we're gonna go over what I packed in my bag to take with me. So this thing is packed to the brim. I made sure that I had everything I would want. In my front pocket right here, I have slippers, and then I have flip-flops that I'm going to use as shower shoes. Just because a lot of people said that if you do end up taking a shower at the hospital, sometimes you don't want to step in a shower because obviously maybe, you know, hospitals are clean, so they probably clean the bathrooms, but just to make sure if you're like icky about that stuff, bring shower shoes. That's just what I did. So my slippers and my shower shoes are in this front pocket that I can't seem to get. I don't think I have, I do. I have diapers in this front pocket. They are diapers for me because obviously after you give birth, you're going to still be bleeding and having stuff. So people recommend you have diapers to help with that. So I have a bunch of diapers in that pocket. In this pocket right here, I actually have a phone charger in here. I have a mask I'm bringing a mask for the hospital. I'm bringing headphones as well, just to be able to listen to music or podcasts or whatever I want to listen to. Now, I am going to probably throw my Kindle in there, probably my tablet. There's other things that I'm going to pack last minute that are not in here because I'm still using them right now. But eventually they will go in here. But right now, that's just the little things that I do have in there. So let's open her up to the inside and go through what I have on the inside. So for me, I have my little toiletry bag. And in the very front of my bag, I did toothpaste and a toothbrush. So that is in there as well. And just kind of like for me, what I packed for toiletries is I have a loofah. I love showering with a loofah. It's helped me get into areas that I can't necessarily get into. It holds a soap, absolutely love it. And then I have, my body wash, my shampoo, my conditioner. I have deodorant. Why is that? Whoa. Let's make sure that doesn't fall out. I have some lotion just in case. I did pack stool softeners and Tylenol just in case I need those as well. I have, ear cleaners. I am weird about when I brush my teeth, so I always like to bring a cup with a little rag to wipe my face. I hate bending over to try to get my mouth near a sink. I'm just not that person, so I always pack a little cup. And then in this bag right here, I actually have, hair clips, ponytails. I have my little brush, and I actually do have chapstick just in case, but this is kind of just like my hair stuff. If I want to throw my hair up, obviously you don't want your hair in your face while giving birth. So this is all my hair stuff just to make sure, like, if I want my hair up, everything's going to be up and out of my way. So moving on to what I actually packed, I was able to actually fit everything in one, which, trust me, I was definitely surprised with that. If you know me overpacking wise, this is just surprising. So in this little bag right here, I actually have packed underwear that I'm bringing. I have these socks with non-slip, so if I want to walk around without my slippers on and I don't want to fall, I have my non-slip ones. Again, multiple just kind of different underwear to bring. I did pack bras for nursing, that easy open up for nursing, and then I also packed a tank top also that is for nursing. Again, just easy access while I am breastfeeding, so then I just don't have to take everything off if I don't want to. But I also ended up buying a labor and delivery dress because some people say that obviously when you go and they give you whatever they standard would give you, and sometimes like the back is open and stuff like this. So this I actually like because it has buttons on the back, and then also you could wear this after birth to breastfeed as well. So this has multiple different uses. I did end up buying 2 different lounging outfits. So I have one that is long pants and then one that is short pants, but they do both, again, lounging outfits come with tops. So I bought 2 of those, just to lounge around in, and then one to probably wear home from the hospital if I desire. And then I also did, along with the nursing bras and the tank tops that are nursing, bought lounging ones that are actually nursing, so it's easy, just to move this aside to nurse. So I have 4 different kind of lounging outfits, 2 nursing, 2 that are not, that I just thought would be nice to have again, just different options to kind of say, you know, this is what I could wear if I want to wear it. I did just recently, because it's going to be summertime, we're hoping like, you know, she's due June 13th. So really she could come by the end of May or earlier in June. She could come later in June. And since it's going to be summer, I did go on Amazon and I bought myself some shorts to wear. So I might pack those in here once they get here. And then I did end up buying myself a sweatshirt that says "in my mama era," that I think I might, you know, pack that and a pair of shorts to wear on my way home as well. So that will go in here as well. And then the last thing I do think I'm going to buy is the underwear that I have been wearing during pregnancy. I just got from Walmart. So I think I actually might buy a 3-pack, another 3-pack of those from Walmart, and just pack them in here as well, just so I have extra. Again, I do have underwear that are for postpartum afterwards, but they don't go as high as the ones that I'm wearing during pregnancy. So I'm trying to decide, again, if I want to buy extra or just make sure I have enough clothes washed so I can grab those at like the last second right before I leave. Again, I have a list of things that I'm going to bring with me right before we leave for the hospital that I'll just throw in bags and stuff. Like, I am going to pack like snacks and stuff and have that ready and put to the side, but maybe not necessarily like right away. So again, there are some things that I'm going to pack, you know, last minute and grab right before we have to leave for the hospital. So now let's talk about the other things that I'm bringing as well. So other than that, like I said, this bag right here has 2 blankets and a pillow. A lot of people said that the pillows at the hospital are uncomfortable, the blankets like aren't as thick. So I know I am someone who gets very cold, and I know for me, I like to personally have my own blankets and stuff. So I actually have 2 different blankets in here, wash this pillowcase, and have this new pillow to bring with me just so I can be comfortable. I think the biggest thing is being comfortable while you're in the hospital. So that's what I packed for me in this bag. I actually have 2 towels and a robe. So just in case I do end up taking a shower, again, people were recommending bringing your own towels, just because, you know, if you go to a hospital or even kind of like at hotels, the like towels aren't as good as like you think they should be. They're like kind of thin, and definitely at like hotels, if they're like hotel ones, they're small. So for me, I just packed 2 towels because I would rather, again, be comfortable and, you know they're clean and ready to go for me. And then I also, like I said, packed a robe just in case, like once I get out of the shower and if I'm cold or something, I can wrap this around me while I'm kind of prepping myself to get ready after taking a shower. So for me, again, that was just like something I wanted to do. So the last thing I'm bringing is my pumping bag, just because I think everybody says, like, if you're breastfeeding, there is someone that you can talk to about everything. So I am bringing everything for my pump just to make sure, like, I could go over with them. They could kind of go over with me. I have been watching videos and stuff on breastfeeding, and I'm going to look more into, like, the pumps and all that and how they all work. But in this front pocket is kind of just, like, the manual and everything. And then I also have this nipple to flange. If you're someone who's breastfeed, you know this like tells you which one that you should use in your pump. So I'm bringing this just so if there is someone that I can talk to, I can kind of go over like what size would be best for me, just because I have never breastfed before. And again, if it works out that I am able to breastfeed, I just want to be able to know that I'm doing exactly what I should be doing and have everything right. I did end up putting nipple butter in this as well, because people said this is going to help with keeping you from getting dry and crackly while you're breastfeeding. So I did buy that. And then on the inside in this zipper, I have pads that you would actually put on your boob after I think you breastfeed or even after you pump. If you're still leaking, they will keep you dry. And then I also pack some bags, just again, if there is an issue with like she won't latch or something like that and I have to pump exclusively for some reason, then I have bags that I can put the milk in. And then I actually liked this one. I will again link this as well. I bought this one off of Amazon. Liked that it was a little carrying case. I have, you know, these spaces to put the pumps in and all that. I am going to be doing a review on the pumps after I use them. Of course, like, I'm not going to review them without using them because I don't know what they're like until I use them. And then on the inside of this is actually, I actually have ice packs that I bought, but you could put ice packs in here, and then you could put the bags that you put the milk in, or you could put bottles and stuff in here on the go. That's why I liked this as well. Obviously, I don't have anything cold in here right now. I have all of my breastfeeding stuff, so I am bringing these. You could heat them up or put them in the freezer to kind of help with the swelling of your boobs or blockage and stuff like that. Like, heat does different things and then the cold does different things, so I am bringing these. This is a charger to charge the pumps just in case you have to charge them. And then this is all the different like phalanges that you get to choose from for the different sizes and extra parts for your pump. So of course, again, I am bringing these just so if I have someone to talk to about pumps and what size, you know, I need for, you know, my pump, then I can grab the size that I need and get everything set up. So that is everything that is in this bag. Just again, I want to bring this just so I have everything, just so if I can talk to somebody about it, then I can talk to somebody about it. The last thing I am going to bring, not sure if I'll bring it into the hospital, might just be in the car, is this is going to be my nursing pillow. A lot of people said to bring this just because if you're there for 1 to 2 days and you just want to be more comfortable while breastfeeding, bring this pillow. I think they said the nurses and stuff can also help you with, you know, the positioning and how you should use it while you're there. And again, like I said, for me, I created a list. So I went on my phone and I literally just created a list of everything that I want to bring. I am bringing important documents like my hospital paper bag, my ID, my paper bag, paperwork, my goodness, hospital paperwork, my birthing plan, insurance and ID. My insurance and ID are in my purse. So like I said, I did make a last things to grab for hospital list that obviously has my purse, I'm doing camera, snacks, my Kindle, documents, just everything right there. So when my water breaks, I'm having contractions, I have a list to go back to and say, okay, this is the stuff that I want to bring last minute and grab right away before we go. But having just everything, as you can tell, my nose is still kind of clogged here, so working with that. But just having everything, like just having it all packed and ready to go, for me was like the biggest thing. I did pack this, I think, a few weeks ago, but then we got busy with having every weekend pretty much in April packed to the brim with doing stuff with family, and then obviously I got sick for like a whole week and I decided to just take a break and relax to get better. So I think I ended up doing this at like 29-30 weeks. I think they recommend like at like 32-33 weeks to kind of get everything together. I just did it early because again, you never know what's going to happen and when your baby is going to decide to come. So now that I have everything ready to go, I'm just going to put it right next to our front door, and then it's just like easy to grab once we're ready to go. The other thing that we did end up getting ready was the car seat. That is actually in the car already. Is it set up the way it should be? I don't necessarily know. I think I got it set up as best as I can as like the instructions say, but we might have to go back over that and see. But that was another thing they recommend you getting, you know, in the car, just to make sure that you have it already. And I think other than that, that was like the last thing to do. So of course I got that all done. So thanks for hanging out with me today as I went over all the things that I went and put in my hospital bags. Let me know what things you guys put in your hospital bag, if there's things that you would think I would need. There are things like certain things they give you at the hospital. I think like the icy pads to put in your underwear or your diapers. There's the the bottle thing to kind of clean yourself. I talked to my sister about some of that stuff, and she said they give you some of that stuff at the hospital, but I didn't buy that stuff for home yet. So I'm going to kind of see what they give me at the hospital, and then if I need more, I know that Target and Walmart has a lot of that stuff, so I can just run to them and get it. There's actually a Target in Madison that we recently went to that has like a whole section of all that stuff that you would like use after you give birth. So if I need some of that stuff, or I think I'm gonna need some of that stuff, I might buy it beforehand. Or like I said, if I need that stuff, like extras after we come from the hospital, depending on what they give you at the hospital, I'll run out, or you know, I'll make a list for my husband and he can run out and go get that stuff for me. We already like chatted about that stuff while we were at the store of like, these are things I might need after she's here. So again, I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna need and all that, but you can always run out and get the things that you need. It's not like they're not available. And like I said, having that Target in Madison that has that stuff, I could run out and just go get the things I need. But again, my sister and my sister-in-law said that the hospital do supply you with, you know, a lot of stuff. Again, like with diapers and wipes and all of that stuff, like technically I don't need to bring it, but I am, because, you know, that's just who I am. I just kind of want my own stuff. But again, the hospital is going to supply you with a lot of different things, and you can take home some of that stuff. So again, I'll just see what the hospital, you know, supplies us with, and then if I need stuff coming home or when we get home, then I will just buy it as needed. But for right now, I think that what I have in my bags is kind of like what I think I'm gonna need. Again, besides packing those shorts I ordered and maybe that sweatshirt I ordered, just because it is gonna be summer and it's gonna be hot, so wearing like a lounge set that has long pants might not be ideal. But again, I do get cold, and I do have lounge sets that have shorts, so either way, I think I'm going to be okay. So of course, other than the guy outside who is, what's he doing? Blowing leaves around. What is that called? Oh, leaf blowing. My mind, guys. I was right about to end the vlog, and my camera dies. Of course it does. So, like I was saying, thanks for hanging out with me today as I went through all the stuff that I'm taking with me as a first-time mom. Let me know if there's certain things that you took with you that you think were good things to take, or if there were things that you didn't take with you. Let me know. And other than that, I am going to call it a day. So thanks for hanging out with me, and I will talk to you guys again real soon in the next vlog. Bye, guys.